educate you right there.
I'm trying to educate you, and I got the alien finger signs
Hell.
up here in the corner. Piece of all worlds.
Wait.
Spock.
Yeah, close. You got to bring that other finger over, stupid. God. You gotta do that.
What are you, E.T., bitch?
Oh gosh.
Am I doing it? Oh wait, I am. I can't not do it.
Welcome to the basement.
And we live. Let's get. So welcome back to B&T'S basement. Well, Jackson's finally back. You're not making coffee?
It's made. It's done and done. I do have a few things to begin with the sponsors.
You're really reaching for
I
the
got
sponsors,
a few things
huh?
to talk about to start off with.
Okay,
The
let's
last
hear.
podcast that I watched.
Okay.
Number 1, Taco Bell is the same 5 things, just different shells. 2,
It's prepared differently. Thank you very much.
Bob. Skateboarding has cool moves, chess doesn't.
Wait, what?
You were talking about like, I play chess, but I don't know the cool moves. There aren't cool moves in chess.
Oh, there's fucking cool moves. The four checkmate, dude. That shit's fire.
No, that's checkers.
Dude, have you ever
Okay,
popped all of like the Moab balloons in Balloon Tower Defense, dude? That's
I'm gonna get to that. You just wait a second. Talon, chess is a game of tactics. Balloons Tower Defense is irrelevant in that argument.
Irrelevant.
how's it irrelevant?
I think it's tactical. You have to fucking place your towers.
I'm turning pro. 100 Thieves is signing me to play Balloon Tower Defense.
It is. I agree. I love the game, but it is irrelevant when we're talking about chess.
It's
Bob.
somewhat tactical.
Don't crush Talon's dreams of Pebble Beach, you dick. He's gonna love San Diego.
It's not in San Diego.
Well, you said you were going to San Diego. How did they get brought up? San Francisco.
Same area. San Francisco.
Yeah, well, it's like it's kind of like it's like.
Can we just talk about how Talon says that San Francisco was one of his top favorite places?
Okay, you're all ass backwards. I said San Diego.
Speaking of favorite places, Bob, why were you worried about spitting in Dubai? You've always swallowed. That's all I had.
That's a great recap.
That was the 20-minute recap.
He didn't even watch the whole podcast. Shout out to the real listeners out there. Mikey Sanchez, homie, listened to the whole last one, dude. I hope when we do this giveaway, I hope Mikey wins, 100%.
I watched the whole thing. I just listened
Mikey
to
gets
it in my car. Yeah, write him down for 2. I watched it in my car while I was driving to work, so I couldn't write notes down. You guys are talking about UFC, so what's my input? I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. No, we're not. No sports. This podcast.
Okay, wait. One sport. Can we just talk about how John Wall is fucking washed now? John Wall's washed. That's your homeboy, dude. Washed.
I'm not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it. I was gonna talk about.
I just gotta put that out there. What about Game of Thrones? It was a 10-year anniversary last year. You watched Game of Thrones before?
Yeah, I watched all. Yeah.
You watched the whole series?
I think all of us.
Jackson, you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I've seen it twice now. I think I went through and rewatched it over lockdowns.
Ashton hated watching it with me because she's like, it's a big old porno. I'm like, well, yeah.
A lot of titties, but it ain't no good.
That's why we love
big titties. Ain't good series without big titties. Sorry.
What was that song again? I think God Almighty for titties and beer.
Titties and beer. Can we just talk about how cringy like TikTokers and shit are these days?
I already talked about this.
Well, Jackson says we should bring back bowling. Okay, that's a lot different between saying something's cringy or bringing back bowling. Because
bullying,
like
bullying.
I didn't
need to get
like
bullied,
that.
but
what is
not like.
I mean, when they make those cringy TikToks that like these 17-year-old, not even that, probably like 16-year-old kids that are sitting in their car doing the same thing over and over, trying to get the right take, post on TikTok. Like if that happened when we were in high school, we'd get made fun of. Then we'd be known for that.
Dude, bring back. I remember. I was telling Ashton this. I remember me and Bob made a Vine of us dunking on like an 8-foot hoop. And the first comment, it was like, these silly, dumbass white boys,
Trash ass white boys can't even jump.
like okay, but see, like
Probably-
that didn't affect me. But like, if you posted that on somebody's TikTok now, they'd be like, cancel culture.
That was probably like laying on a burner account or something.
Probably.
Do you guys remember when you guys did the was it Snapchat or Instagram and like the dunks around the high school? You guys would go around and
Dude,
dunk on teachers.
I
and
was
stuff?
so heated about it. It was on Instagram. We started that. We saw that somewhere where remember we took the mini hoop and we're dunking on people?
That was
We
like,
started that.
yeah.
And then like Jake Hadley and all them started this NS dunker, get dunked on or something. I'm like, dude, we did that. And you guys just like freaking were like, oh yeah, we started this. I'm like, no. Who? It was me, Logan. Was it you, Talon?
I don't think I ever actually recorded it, but I mean, I knew you guys were
Talon
doing
didn't
it.
go to school. Talon didn't go to school.
Dude, whatever. Talon was
First
the
of all.
OG. Freaking. Remember when you drove me home every day after school for like 7 months, a whole year of school?
I remember,
I would just
I remember
be
getting
out at
pulled
his
over, going 45 and a 25. I don't know, I was 15.
And he didn't
was
even have his
like, oh,
license yet. I was
shit.
there. He's all freaking out, dude.
Because
Like he almost started crying. He's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Well, first pull out your learner's permit and let's get your proof of insurance." And he's like, "I'm like, do you know where that's at?" And he's just like, Talon started praying over the steering wheel.
That's bad. 20 over though. When you're 15.
Well, do you remember when we were leaving? We were coming down the power plant. I had 0 gas in my car because I'm a broke ass high school kid. And I had 0 gas in my car, so I'm just gonna coast down, because we were like by Dakota Anderson's house and stuff like that. And I'm coasting down, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go all the way to the stop sign. I didn't turn my car on, and you passed me. This is what mind blown me. He passed me, and the cop pulls us over. I'm like, oh, Talon smoked. Pull over. The cop pulls me over. I'm like, are you joking me? I was speeding, but like probably 8 or 9 over. And he's like, you know how fast you're going? I'm like, no, because my car wasn't on. Like, I was coasting down. I don't have any gas. He's like, well, I'm gonna give you a ticket. I'm gonna give you 5 over. I'm like, dude, I don't even
Is it
have
that
gas.
baby face cop?
I don't
That they
remember
got
who
in
it
the
was. It
photo?
was so long ago.
I can't even
You
think
remember
of
that,
his
Talon?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
What is that guy's name? He gave me a ticket. Do you remember how they put in those stop signs in the high school road? In the first week, he pulled over everyone and gave them tickets. I did a
As soon
freaking
as we
California
graduated, we never
stop.
had all those. It was like after we
They're going-
graduated to put those in.
the cops
Dude,
are going ham around here right now, dude. Oh,
Yo,
shit.
so I was coming down that road. It was, the day you check out your books at the end of the year. So like literally you've already checked out of class. No one goes to class. You go hang out with your buddies. We were all going to Rogers to eat. And I literally came out to those stop signs. I did a California stop, ran it. He pulled us over and we had like a handful of kids in the car. He took all of our IDs, called the school, and we were supposed to be in T. Bailey's class. And he called us out for sloughing. It was when we went fishing with Cragen. Remember that? And I had my knife in the center console, and he confiscated my knife. And he's like, "Were you planning on taking this into the school?"
Yeah, I was
Like,
planning on
no.
shooting up the place.
Do you
Yeah, with this
remember?
knife.
Do you remember when we would like go to school? Kids would just have guns in their trucks and shit all the time, like, cause they for like hunting and stuff. They'd have like shotguns and everything. I remember like when we were like freshman, sophomore, like
Like they would have the racks in their truck and just have them in there.
yeah.
I know the
Like,
world's
it wasn't a
different
big
now,
deal, but
man.
I don't know. Active shooting is a big problem, so it's good that they're taking those precautions. But it's just crazy, like how the world's changed like that. Cause like, man, we'd be like going people's cars, but damn, dude, you got your shotgun in here? Yeah, cause I see a bunny on the side of the road, I'm gonna blast the shit out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. The world's just a different.
Very different place.
You laughing at Jackson?
I'm gonna shoot the shit out of it.
What, you didn't go bunny blasting? You know how many pictures I have of me freaking holding a rabbit going, rest in peace, those rabbits?
Yeah, I remember you used to wear gloves when you did it, didn't you?
No, that wasn't me. That was Joey Raymond. Remember, he got freaking blasted for that? That was hilarious.
Do you remember on Twitter when we were in high school and they had that Sam Pete confessions coming around? And they were talking about the goggles story?
Oh, let's not bring that up around here. Town, you know the goggle story?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I
that's
guess we'll move
hilarious.
on from
Move
that.
next topic.
Let's see.
Okay.
Jackson, you sat out, so you're supposed to have all these topics. Like, I'm gonna have a notebook.
I'm along for the ride, Talon.
What did I say? Ashton was talking to us about how, because they were talking about like equality, and I think it was Biden was saying that like WNBA players should be getting paid the same amount as NBA players. What do you guys? How do you guys weigh in on this? This is how I take it. So I compare it to, so say there's a female doctor and a male doctor, but they both do the same job. They should get paid the same. I'll go to whoever the best doctor is. You both agree with that? Doesn't matter if they're male or female. But when you compare, it's not that the WNBA, it's not that they're not good players. It's just having eyes, like the product that's being produced. It's not their fault
Not
that they're
producing
not
as
on
much money.
ABC and all that.
This is what
It's
I'm
like
gonna say off.
reputation too, isn't it?
This is what I'm gonna
It's a
say first of all.
reputation.
First of all, basketball players are all sports players are extremely overpaid. Nobody should be making $500 million. Patrick Mahomes. That's not basketball. That's football. But nobody should be making $500 million to play a dang game. Like, that's insane amount of money, in
But
my
we're
opinion.
the thing is, we complain about that they're getting paid too much. If they weren't making as much, the NBA is still making just as much money normally.
Yeah,
So then we'd be complaining about the NBA not paying, just like the NCAA.
that's true. Like they would be like the owners and all that stuff would be pocketing all that. But like first of all, I think the NBA is extremely overpaid. First of all, second of all, yeah, like women's basketball. First of all, I can't talk smack because they would all ball the crap out of
Yeah.
all of us. Like they're good, I'm not saying.
Well, yeah, I'm
you know,
not
hate
saying
on
that
them,
they're not
but
good,
they
but
don't. It's just kind of you can't say that. I bet they should be making more money because like all the owners and stuff are probably pocketing a lot of money and stuff, so they could be distributing it out more evenly. But it's just a fact that they don't have as many views or all that money flow from the from the men's NBA to the WNBA. So it's kind of hard to, like they need to be making the same
Yeah.
amount of money because if they did that, then I feel like the WNBA would die because they're not making enough money. But I don't know. Who knows? The WNBA could be producing a lot more money than we think, and they're just not distributing it equally. So
I think they looked up, like, I don't remember the numbers exact. I think that the people that watched the finals last year in total was like 80 or 100 million for the NBA, and the WNBA finals was like 10 million. That's, I mean,
which
it's
is
just
a lot.
Well, yeah, it's a
That's a
lot,
lot.
but that's 70, 90 million
10 Yeah.
gap.
Yeah.
You know, like NBA refs, like the most experienced, make like around $500,000
A
a year.
year? That's insane. But
I don't
like
know
It
if I
says,
could be
like-
a ref.
Yeah, that'd be. What do you think of that one guy? What's his name? Donahue or something like that. That ref that got busted for getting mixed up with the mob betting on games.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Dude, I
But it's
think
that
there's
crazy.
a
I just think
little...
that they're like extremely overpaid, which like kind of sucks because a lot of their money goes to taxes as well, which kind of sucks. But
Like, they're in the
I don't
highest
think
tax bracket. You know, I think like the 1%, like the richest people, they account for like 40 or 50% of taxes, like in total.
I know.
for
Like
the
imagine
US.
the taxes LeBron pays, like because California taxes are insane. That's taxation is kind of theft, let's be honest. But
When they were talking, I was listening to this podcast, Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was on the Senate or something. He was from Houston, like that was his district, and he was saying to have everyone have like freeform healthcare, kind of like how Canada has it.
Mhm.
We would have to double or triple the taxes
It's insane.
to
That's
do
not my
that. And
whole
I'm
paycheck.
like, yeah.
You can't even live off that.
Oh, well, like for the,
Uh,
and he was saying, he's like, you know how much money that is for the top 1%, like of the, like, so like the LeBrons and billionaires. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. There's just no way to go around it just because, like.
So do you agree with people like
Do I
that we
think
should try to get, well, no, not the WNBA, but like, we'll switch. Like, do you agree with us trying to move forward to get like healthcare for everyone so that everyone can get it? But then it takes you 6 months to get in to fix a broken leg?
I don't know. I think, first of all, I think like healthcare and like all those types of insurances, that's theft. Like that shit is insane. Like the amounts of money we pay for insurance. Like I don't know about you guys, but my wife, we have pretty good insurance because she works at the hospital, and like we pay a lot of money in insurance. And I've been to the doctor one time, and it was because I freaking had like I don't even remember. I don't know. It was like I had a horrible cough that wouldn't go away. So I used literally the insurance to pay $100 copay. Like we have a health savings card,
Yeah.
and I paid that. But like we pay hundreds, like a couple hundred every paycheck. She does. It comes out of her check, and I've only literally the whole time we've had it, I've only used $114 of that. Like I haven't been to the hospital for any other reason, but if I do crash my dirt bike and break my arm or something, it'd be nice
I
to
mean,
have
it's
it.
nice
But
to have.
it's just kind of crazy, like the stuff they
But
can
what
get
I
away
don't
at.
get is how they're saying they would have to raise the taxes. Where did all this money come from that they gave out for the stimulus checks?
They printed it off. That's where it didn't come from. They printed it off. It's borrowed money from China and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I was surprised because Joe. So again, when he had that dude on, Joe Rogan thought that the stimulus checks were only going to people that didn't have jobs this whole time. He just barely found out like last Friday that people that even had jobs were still getting them. And I was telling Ashton, I'm like, they were nice to get, but I'm like, give them to people that need it. Like, give them to the businesses that all these small businesses shut down in New York and LA. Like, I really didn't need the money. I wasn't out
fuck
of a
that.
job.
That stimulus paid for my insurance for another 6 months, so fuck
Okay,
that.
but you would have paid it regardless. Me,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
put
I
mine
would've
into
took money out of
cryptos.
savings.
You know, I put that stimulus into cryptos. Like, I didn't need it.
Cryptos, that's a waste. Bitcoin's gonna crash.
Ask
Elon
Jackson.
Musk is gonna
I've
lose.
made $4,000. Ask Jackson if it's a waste of money. So
Same. It's gonna
I don't
happen.
know that you may
Elon
have
Musk
been
gonna
holding
pull
your
out.
phone upside down,
you
but that chart was
you
kind of
believe
on
in
the
Ready
downward.
Player One, but you don't. Decentraland is a crypto, like a virtual crypto, where you can buy land in like a virtual, like in a
Crypto's
video
hot
game.
right now, but I don't think it. I don't know.
It
It's
has
hard to
more
say
monetary
how.
value than a dollar does. The dollar is nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's not a peso.
Because businesses don't
pesos are
even
nothing.
take cash anymore. I think that's crazy that they don't even have a change. Like they can't even give back change at places. People just want everything to go digital, like cards.
But
and stuff.
you can use Bitcoin, like some websites that said Bitcoin for payments and all that.
But
Which
how
is
does
kind of
that
cool.
make sense? Like, does it compensate for the dollar amount? Because like one Bitcoin
Yeah,
isn't the
so
same as $1,
One
right?
Bitcoin's
well,
40
Bitcoin's like
G's
one Bitcoin's like worth $58,000 as of right now, I think, or
right
like when I
now.
last checked. Yeah,
I thought it was like 40 something.
no, that was like
One
4 months ago.
Bitcoin is $56,400.
So yeah, so I think
Is that what
it's
you have?
no, I have like point. Well, I bought like $1,500 worth of Bitcoin,
What's Dogecoin worth?
So you have,
and I have two full Ethereums, and I bought them when they were like $1,200 for a full Ethereum.
dude, that's just like sketchy to me because I know nothing about it. So it's just kind of like, I mean, I throw my money away.
They're safer.
somewhere
I
else,
think they're
but,
safer than the stock market.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but we were talking about insurance. So like through my work, my insurance, like, I don't know, the way our insurance is set up is we're gonna pay a lot more if we have to go to the doctor because we're sick. But ours is like the catastrophic insurance. So like if I'm at work and I get my finger cut off, like my insurance is they're gonna get that finger back on. And I'm not gonna go into debt, really. What are you doing, Bip?
Don't be doing that. That's the wrong symbol.
No, I have to
That's
close the thumb.
shocker.
That's the thumb. The thumb has to go down, you sick-minded sickos.
No, it's the thumb to
That's-
tickle, I thought.
Doesn't your mother listen to these? Because my mom does.
Does
Yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Bob.
I'm not doing. You're the sick. I'm just saying my finger's lost. This is the shocker, bud.
It's okay,
That
then you
is-
do it.
I'm just trying to educate you right there.
I'm trying to educate you, and I got the alien finger signs
Hell.
up here in the corner. Piece of all worlds.
Wait.
Spock.
Yeah, close. You got to bring that other finger over, stupid. God. You got to do that.
What are you, E.T., bitch?
Oh gosh.
Am I doing it? Oh wait, I am. I can't not do it.
What is...
I can't
That
do
hurt
it.
I can't even...
I wasn't
oh,
like
there we
those
go.
weirdos that have duct taped their hands. They're like, I'm gonna duct tape my hands for 2 hours so I can do this.
Yeah, I did not do that. You just got to use your brain a little
Do,
bit.
let's see you do it, Talon.
What? This?
I can't do it.
Oh.
Am I the only one that can't do that shit?
Are you keep doing that?
Can't go over.
You know what the best part is? Is the look on his face was so confident that he was doing it.
I know when you held that finger back up. So for the listeners, Bob's trying to do the Spock, but he's holding his
Spock,
three
that's what
fingers
it's called?
together. That's
I
what
didn't know it
Spock
was called
does.
the Spock.
Yeah, where he's like of
Oh,
a Star Trek.
This isn't called the Shocker anymore. Called the AK-47. Okay, that was stupid. And cut that. Please cut that.
No, this is full
No.
run. This is no cuts. Oh man.
For
Okay.
you that
well,
don't know, I have a stupid ass AK-47 tattoo on my arm. I don't know what I was thinking, but it kind of looked cool.
he's a Marine.
did you even use AK-47s when you were in the military?
No, but I saw one.
What was your main
Pretty
gun?
sick. M4. But I never shot it. Like we just training shot. I know. I've been watching a lot of like the Navy SEAL stuff, like freaking Jocko. Those guys are insane, man. Jocko,
Dude,
Marcus Luttrell.
I went to a seminar when I was working with Vivint. They had Jocko come speak to us. It was like a room like probably like 60 people, and I heard him talk.
He's an animal. He wakes up at 4 every day. 4 o'clock.
You watched that video too
Yeah.
about the benefits of waking up at 4?
Yeah.
I tell myself.
Well, dude,
every
if you went to
every
bed
Sunday-
at 10, I mean, it makes sense because that's 6 hours of sleep.
No, but I bet he doesn't go
No.
to bed till midnight. He guy
I go-
doesn't sleep.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock and I wake up at 5, and I'm still tired.
See, I go to
Just,
bed.
people
it
are
just
programmed
depends.
different.
See, I can go to bed at. Well, I usually I don't know. It just depends. Like 10 to midnight. It just depends. I wake up at 6:30.
Yeah, I was doing that like when I was playing hardcore Call of Duty. I thought I was gonna go Call of Duty Pro. Freaking stay up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, then I'd wake up at 5:45 to get to work on time. Yeah. But then I just sat in the car shack all day. It's not like I was doing anything demanding or anything. I just sat there,
No,
watched
you were
YouTube.
studying. You were watching Call of Duty videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Rehearsing your game.
Imagine I could have began
Moving
became
them
a
brain
Call of Duty Pro.
muscles.
It's crazy how some
But
of
yeah,
them
I've been
guys-
waking up at 5 to go to the gym. I woke up at 5 this morning, then my brother texted me, I don't want to go.
Dude,
So I
on
went back to bed.
on Saturday, so I work Saturday. I have to wake up at like 4:30 with Ashton, so we can go for a walk. So we can still do because she's going out to Salt Lake. She has like a dermatologist. That's your face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she has a dermatologist
Yeah.
appointment and all that. So she's going out there. So I was like, oh yeah, we can wake up at 4:30 and go for a walk. She doesn't want to miss a day doing that 75 hard challenge.
Yeah.
Shoot myself in the face.
Do you really think she's gonna wake up? Though, be honest. You guys are
I
gonna.
mean, I'll wake her up. I mean, I can wake up. I mean, 4:30 sucks, but it's not hard for me to wake up. Is it hard for you to
It's
wake
hard
up?
for me. Yes. Dude, I have 3 alarms that go off before I get up. at
It's
5.
hard for me to wake up. Like I can wake up if I know I have to be somewhere, but like it's hard for me to wake up to be like, oh well, I don't really have to go out and run or something tonight.
Well, because what's the
But if I'm
definition
like,
of?
oh, I have to wake up because I have drill the next morning, like I have to wake up at 5 to go to drill the next morning, like I'll wake up.
Yeah. So like, what's the definition of a morning person? Because it's not hard for me to wake up. Like I can be awake and go do whatever, like start my job right away. But
But like a
I may
person
not
that
be
likes the
happy.
morning. Yeah, the
So
people
that's
that like waking up early and like joyful, like if you're waking up to go to work and be like, sucks, you're not a morning person.
I guess I mean if
But
I
if you like wake up on the weekend, you're like, oh, damn, the morning's so good. Like that's a morning person.
I wish I liked coffee because
Oh, love
I would
coffee.
actually wake up and I have to make mine like chocolate milk, pretty much.
Put that creamer in there, dude. That's the only way.
But
Creamer in
if you
there,
drink it black,
little
like coffee's
spoon of
actually really
sugar.
healthy if you drink it straight black.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I don't
could do
know.
it. I did. I drank a lot of black coffee on deployment because everybody just drank it. So I
I
just
think I'm good. Like I hate waking up, but once I'm up and like driving to work, I'm okay once I'm at like when I'm driving. But
hell no.
until
I
that
hate
point, and
driving
like
when
when
I'm
I
like
get to work, I'm awake. But then again, I am drinking coffee. I found out we looked at it one day because I was having a cup of coffee, like one of these cups,
old cup of Joe.
coffee on my way to work. And when I got to work, I drank my Yeti full of
Mhm.
coffee. And like I didn't even realize it, but when I was making it one night, I realized, dude, I was like having 8 cups of coffee a day, just in the morning. And I'm like, holy shit, I need to dial it back. So I just dropped
Dude,
down to like
have
5,
you like
something
tried
like
those
that.
different coffees, like the Viking coffee or something? Like we had this platoon sergeant. He thinks he's a Viking. Let me tell you this story. He thinks he's a Viking, but we went to a stupid like baseball game, like a bees game, but for El Paso.
Oh
We
yeah.
called the Chihuahuas, and they gave us a beer limit, a 2 beer limit. The guy drank 2 beers, claims to be a Viking, and he threw up everywhere. I'm like, you can't be a Viking if you're gonna drink 2 beers and throw up everywhere. You're not a Viking. And he has like Viking scripture tattooed on him and stuff. It was funny. But anyway, he got like this one coffee. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to do some research. And oh, dude, that was like drinking gasoline. I'm not even kidding you, dude. It was
Well, have you
black.
seen like the mushroom coffee they make? I think it's like a sponsor, Joe Rogan's podcast, but it's a certain mushroom they make coffee out of. I don't know if that'd be good or not.
Ooh.
It's like the
Called like Berserker coffee.
I think it's all hype though. Like, oh yeah, I'm drinking mushroom coffee. It's so good. When in reality, it sucks and they hate it. But
People just like to
mushroom
be different.
coffee, yeah.
Have you ever tried I delivered a lot of that Black Rifle coffee,
Yeah,
like with
I love
FedEx.
Black Rifle coffee. That's what
Never
I
Do you
had
drink
get
it.
a
on.
discount? Don't you get a discount?
On deployment. When you're on deployment, they sent us a bunch of free Black Rifle coffee. It was sick. Just drank it every day.
Have you tried
Are
it?
they based out of Utah?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's like, are they Marines that started it?
Yeah, something like that. Badasses.
Talon, do another plug for your giveaway.
Black Rifle Coffee
Oh,
Company is a company
yeah.
based in Salt Lake City, Utah, owned by former members of the United States Armed Forces.
Okay,
So,
now
yeah.
Talon, take it away.
So you guys didn't really listen. I'll do it better this time, but starting from episode number 5. So this will be episode number 6. If we get 100 downloads or listens, because I can see the statistics on the Spreaker's website. Yeah, I know I started with that. Statistics. There we go. But if we get 100 downloads, listens, whatever they are on any of the episodes from number 5 to whenever, we're doing a $50 gift card giveaway to wherever you want. Amazon,
Your choice.
Amazon, Target, Best Buy, wherever you want.
Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah, if you want one anywhere, you just will. And you have to be following the Instagram or Twitter, and we'll just pull the name. Should we do anything like, oh, if you like, so should we say something in the podcast like, oh, go comment number 6, just, or should we just
Follow
do
all those, except for only Mikey Sanchez gets an extra ticket in there because I know he's a freaking loyal listener. He came into work today. Listen to the podcast, Bob. What's up, man? John Jones ain't gonna knock him out. No, not gonna knock him out.
But no, so yeah, we'll just pull together the Instagram, and I mean, if you follow both, you'll just get entered once. But sometimes there's people that have Twitter that don't have Instagram. People that have Instagram that don't have Twitter. So we'll just pull from both, and we'll do a random giveaway with all those. And yeah, anything you have to put in on that, Jackson? No.
It's all coming out of Jackson's wallet. So thanks,
That's
Jackson.
CVE.
Sponsor Jackson.
Talk to them. Talk to old, was it James Collard's dad? Be like, hey, get old CVE to sponsor B&T'S basement.
B&T'S basement.
Put it on the freaking bucket truck for the line crew. Hey, start making hard hat stickers. I'll put them on my hard hat.
Josh, we should just make stickers. I'll smack one on every single FedEx truck.
And, like, warm now. Are you like happy it's getting warm now? I bet delivering in the cold sucks ass.
Bob, it snowed like 2 days ago.
Actually,
You can't call that snow. It literally drifted.
I don't mind the snow, just
driving in the
because
snow sucks. That's like what I hate about it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're not. Most of the time, we're driving like 20 miles an hour. What sucks is it's gonna suck in the summer because even now the boxes of the trucks get hot, like hot. So like
airflow in there.
Yeah, that's.
Bob, do you work inside?
Yeah, but we don't have AC, so.
Dude, it starts like out at work in Eagle Mountain. We start the mornings, I think, what was it, Tuesday? Started at 12 degrees when we were stretching. 12 degrees outside. And by 1 o'clock, it was 72. Like, it is a swing in temperatures.
Do you guys do stretches at work?
Yeah.
Show some of the stretches.
Show us a stretch. Show us a stretch.
We do it all. We walk in and they're playing music. Dude, they got our break tents. They freaking go in. The general contractor posts, like, they make these big, giant, blowed up pictures of work hard, work safe. Just this fucking bullshit. They named our break tent the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Dude, it is the most cliche shit. They won't give us more money for working out there, even though we're behind schedule, but we can buy a brand new big sign to put this and name it the Thunderdome. It's just
kidding. I have it easy because, I have a heater. I work in the office most of the time. Got a heater there. I got to go stand by it. But in the summer, I feel bad because we try not to use the AC because it heats up the warehouse. But then one day it was hot as hell. So we turned the AC on, shut the door of the warehouse. We go back there. It's like 95 degrees. They're all boxing stuff up. Just kidding. There's not very much stuff to box up, but people in the warehouse usually, like, there's only usually one or two back there. But holy, it gets hot as hell back there. And we're up in the office, freaking playing keyboard stuff.
Yeah, wait till first person from the bosses listen to this from Cache Valley. They're like, you talking shit on the Thunderdome, Jackson?
On the Thunderdome.
They don't. They probably say the same shit I do. It's the general contractor. I talk to my bosses about.
I love the Thunderdome. Bring the thunder.
That sounds like a monster truck thing. The thunder, or is that off of something?
Thunderdome. You know what I think it is? I think because those guys like to get really involved with Eagle Mountain, like the community and stuff, and I think the high school out there, they're like the Thunderbirds or something.
Or no, it's the Westlake Thunder or Westlake, something like that. I think is the high school.
Remember when we went to that basketball camp? Oh, I almost got in a fight with a kid at Westlake. Oh, dude, I hated them. What pissed me off is they'd only put me in basketball games to go foul somebody. So when I foul somebody, I go foul somebody, and everybody gets all butthurt about them. But this is what they told me to do.
I remember
one time I did take it a little far in old UAB.
We were
freshmen. Kid, but
freshman year, we were playing UAB in basketball, and this kid, he was Nick Robbins. He was the quarterback for UAB, and we needed a foul. So who's even? Was it Brinkhurst? He's like, we need a foul, Bob. So Bob like V lines for him and full. It's a like would have been a good tackle in the football game. Full on wrecks him, dude. And everyone our benches had. I don't remember what Juat did, but everyone was almost getting in a fist fight over that.
No, I remember. I trucked him, dude. It made me mad because like I didn't play all game. I didn't play a lot of basketball until like my junior year. I started playing
At
a lot.
least you made the team, Bob.
But they 25 seconds left. I remember in South Severe, 25 seconds left. Bob, get in there. Foul him. I'm like, dude, the game's over. Don't put me in there. I don't want to go in there and look like a dumbass, foul somebody. He's like, get in there. Like, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking in my head. So I go in there, freaking grab a rebound, boom, elbow kid right in the face, put a hole in his lip. Holy, dude. And, like, freaking ejected me, I think, that game.
The old wrecking crew
Dude.
in for the game. The final
Yeah.
20 seconds.
I'm like, dude, the game's over. We're down by 5 or like 6 or something. There's 20 seconds left. I'm like, dude, don't put me in the game right now. Like,
Dude, one thing I hated, like, I mean, football I wasn't like it, but basketball my senior year sucked. Like, I feel bad
fun.
being a bench warmer in high school sucks ass.
it does suck ass.
Like, I feel bad. Like,
Dude.
even kids now, I'm like, why keep the
But
kids
the
on the
experience
team?
was fun though. Like playing,
No.
like me and you didn't play a lot, but like what made it fun was hanging out. It was fun.
It was not
What do you
fun.
roll your
Well,
eyes
think
at?
I'd
about it
get
this
put
way,
in.
would you
We'd be
rather-
blowing a team out by 30. I'd get put in for the last minute and a half. Like, okay,
I got to play
cool.
enough my senior year that it was fun, but
Well,
Yeah.
think about being a bench warmer in basketball. It's probably a hell of a lot better than football. Standing
Yeah,
freezing your
football.
cock off on the sidelines.
well, do you
man.
remember our freshman year? They're like, yeah, we think you have varsity potential, so you're gonna come to the game with us. I was a damn water boy in freaking late October, freaking freezing my goddamn hands off, trying to give water to everybody, and they're all being dicks about it. I'm like, I'm here helping you guys. My hands are frozen. My gloves were literally crusted, like frozen. I'm like giving them water, and they're like, I don't want that shit. I'm like, bitch. That's all you gotta say is I don't want it, like, or no thanks. You know, they're just being mean to me, and then we're just freaking tackling dummies. You remember that? They like practice squad for the playoff game. I go out there, Rhett Bird. They're like, go get that punt, field that punt. Never fielded a punt my whole football life. I'm like, all right, I'll grab this ball before the ball even gets to me. Rhett Bird trucks the hell out of me, and the practice field's all muddy. I get up, can't even see out of my face mask. I'm like, I have no idea. They're like, do it again. Ball's coming at me. I didn't even look at the ball. I just watched and waited for Rhett Bird and old KP, and they both trucked me, but at least I was prepared for it, and it kind of just jumped out of the way. Oh, I hated football.
I couldn't imagine
I
like being in high school now though, like with all the. I remember I mean, hazing wasn't bad like when we were in high school, but I remember like we got locked in, so our locker room used to lock from the inside when we were freshmen. So like if you were inside, you couldn't get out. I remember Brandon and all the seniors locked. I don't remember who it was, who was in there with me, but I got locked in there for a full class period and missed my class. And I'm like,
No,
if kids did that now, like they kind of miss out on that because I feel like if anything happens, like get out.
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm glad that it kind of happened, but it did suck. Worst one. Remember the locker room, the freshman locker room? Like the lockers you could walk in from both ways. You know, like you could walk in this way and go out, or walk in this way and go out. Well, they trapped us in between the lockers, and we're freaking butt naked because we just got done showering, and they have their towels ready. They're all whipping them up. I don't know if you were there. I know Lane Cook was there, and Lane's all, don't even pay attention to them. They won't care. They won't do anything. So I'm like, dude, F this. I'm like climbing over the locker, butt ass naked, and I just look down, and they whip Lane so hard in the butt, dude. Like, it left a welt, like a hard one. And he's like, huh. I'm like, I'm getting out of there. They're whipping me on top of the locker, dude. Like, oh, dude, it sucked so bad. But I'm like
It's like
if kids kind of miss that. Like, it builds a little
it's
bit
like
of
a weird
character.
thing
Let's
of
be
50
honest.
Shades of Grey. Bob's climbing up on the locker and all that stuff.
getting whipped right in his back sack.
It was bad, dude.
Holy shit, dude. I remember my senior year. It was our senior night. We had only won 2 games. We won Maple Mountain.
How?
Pretty sure we only won 2. We
There's
won
no
I thought
way
you
to
didn't
beat
win. I
Maple
thought you didn't
Mountain.
win any games and you only beat Morgan.
No, we won Maple Mountain and we won Homecoming. and then Morgan was our senior night.
Oh, Carbon. You
And they,
beat Carbon, didn't you?
no, Carbon kicked our ass, I think. Dude, shit changed. Like, I couldn't believe we beat Maple Mountain because our freshman year, that's when we got killed like 78-0.
The kid.
Remember, we had the lightning stand down. They shut down the game in third quarter and were like, oh my God, please send us home. And then they came back out and dropped another 28 points on us.
I
But
would.
no,
I
I
would
remember
quit.
my senior night, I was like, it was halftime and we were up by like 20. And I remember it was so cold that night. And I'm like, listen, I know this is our last game and everything, but
It might cut out.
Oh my God.
here. And it was just so cold, dude. I was freezing. And I'm like, I
Sunbelt.
bet if we go out there, like, it's going to be so cold. They're going to make a comeback on us and shit. But we ended up winning, surprisingly. But,
That was a great
oh, I
story.
do not miss those cold games, especially when you got wet.
I remember. Holy, I love these memories so much. We're all practicing for our playoff game against Dixie or something, and I'm like, that was our sophomore year, and I like rotated a little bit in offense of varsity, and Logan, it might have been Cameron, like they didn't really play, but I remember it was snowing on our last practice, and they're all like cuddled in the corner. They're all sharing that stupid hand warmer thing Logan had because he's the only cool one that had one. And they're all like running down the sideline, and I just look around. I look over because the play was over. I look over, and they tripped on each other, and Logan's scorpion so hard on the sideline in the snow, dude. Holy crap, I was dying. Oh man, I love those
I'm really
games.
having it. Only hype. I remember me and Matt Wilson. There was a goose outside. There was a goose or a duck, one of them, and I don't remember who it was. Red or somebody was like, "Go bring that in." What? And like, go grab it because it was sitting right next to the doors outside of the
Out of the
locker.
gym. Yeah.
The gym doors that went straight to like the teacher's parking lot. We go out there. We bring this goose inside, and it starts flying around in the commons area. And I remember Mr. Bowles came out and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" This old cowboy dude. And I
I
remember me and
remember I
Greg had
walked in after you guys put it in. I wasn't there.
well, I left after that. I'm like, I'm not getting in trouble for this. And they made Matt go grab this goose and get it out. It took him like 20 minutes to catch this goose.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Miss out. It was a good time, Jackson.
I think I had plenty. I remember it was like our sophomore year. And remember when they made us do weights in the morning before school? And I remember like, what was it? It would have been like Joey and I remember Lane. Those guys just went all out like on your typical high school weight room for 5 AA. Like they would just freak out like, we need to hit it. We need to be screaming. Everyone needs to circle a guy doing a squat and stuff and screaming at him to get it up, get it up. And I remember, I think it was Lane or Joey or I can't even remember who it was, but they were like squatting fucking 320 or something. And everyone was like, circle around, yell at him. And so we all circle around, we're yelling at him. He's barely putting it up and stuff, and he got it, and everyone cheers and stuff. They fucking throw Sam Seavey in. He fucking puts on 390 and fucking pumps 3 of them out. And they were just fucking so pissed off. They're like, what the fuck?
I don't remember that. I remember me and Town would basically just work out together every day. That was
I still hate that shit when I hated that when they all get around you. I'm like, just leave me alone. Let me do my own thing.
yeah.
Like when I'd be
Me and Ray would
squatting.
just work out.
Yeah, they
And
made
then-
us get around you when you did squats because you could always do quite a bit.
You were doing like 405. I remember that shit was nuts.
Max 520.
520. Is that what you did? I
I
remember you did a lot.
Set of
What's
15
your
was
max now?
315. Oh, probably like 200 pounds.
I did a plate and I did my warm up and I was good. I did not squat.
Dude,
after
going
that.
back to the gym, like when I used to lift, like I couldn't even, like when I was like smaller and like I actually had some muscle on me, I couldn't even get close. I think the most I ever like tried to go for was like 380, and that was heavy to me. And I was stronger like on bench and everything that I was in high school, but
Yeah.
I was just
I've always sucked at benching. It's just way different now. Like the football team, like they were so stupid about it. Like they would make us lift 5 days a week during the season, I'm like, that's so dumb. Like now they lift maybe like twice a week during the season. Cause I remember like, dude, we'd be practicing. I'm sore as hell. We got weights in the morning and all that stuff. Like they didn't have it like scheduled very well. Like, cause I remember we'd be stretching before practice. I'm like, dude, I'm sore as hell. And then you're like sore for the game. I'm like, didn't make sense.
Like, I don't know. It's now that I look back at it, I wish I would have like not try to get as strong because, like, dude, I got hurt like 3 times trying to like lifting too heavy in high school. Like it's all like everything's like repetition now. Like the only person you see going, I mean, Derrick Henry's a freak doing push-ups on a rubber band with a chain around his neck. I'm like, what is that doing for you? Like I know you're an animal.
He's getting 2,000 yards a year is what it's doing for him.
I know.
I think my senior year is when they stopped doing 2-a-days too. Like the state banned 2-a-days in the summer.
Oh hell no!
That was the
2-a-days was
greatest. That was the greatest thing to ever happen.
2-a-days was lit, dude.
Yeah, because you're starting with your age groups when they need to bring bowling back.
Yeah,
Not
I
doing
remember we got in
2-a-days,
trouble
come
for
on.
bullying you guys. I remember that one time I got my ass reamed by Jacobson because they were showering in the varsity locker room. I'm like, dude, we couldn't even go near that thing when we were in school. They would like freaking come into our locker room and puke in the showers. You remember that? And they were like, oh, they wouldn't let me puke in there, so I'm gonna puke in these showers. And like I remember I got caught in the locker room the one time because they had the sweet showers that just poured all over you.
Oh, nice and hot.
Yeah, and I was in there, like nobody was in there, and I was like showering after something I can't remember. I remember they were just dumping cold water on me, whipped the shit out of me. Hell no, dude. I'm not doing that again.
Talk about
I remember Caleb Bailey would walk around. He would get in the shower, soak his underwear, then take his underwear off and roll it up and whip people with his fucking sopping wet underwear. He wouldn't use a fucking towel.
This sounds like a
Let's talk about what
goes on in men's locker room.
Weird pornos you guys talking about. This was sounds like you guys are talking about. So let's.
I remember the first time I saw. I didn't know they got naked in locker rooms. I was like sitting there. It was like first time going to the high school locker room. See them all running around butt naked. I'm like, what the hell? Got out of there as quick as I could, dude.
What are these animals doing?
I was scared, dude. I was dead ass scared. I was like, what?
Like naked and afraid, dude.
Naked?
Bob was on naked and afraid, dude. He's like, what is going on, dude?
Like, they're all like running around. I'm like, oh god, I hurry and got the hell out of there. Smell like shit the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's not like you lived like 10 blocks away from the school.
Yeah.
Have Calla give you a ride. He drove without a license, it sounds like.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No other topics,
Just
Jackson?
got gay pretty quick.
I've been gay for a little while, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. I got 0 topics.
It's only gay if your balls touch.
I was listening to so there's the podcast Your Mom's House. They have the Christina Pajinski, or how you say your last name, Tom Segura's wife. She has like a TikTok segment she does on their podcast. And this one dude, I guess he's an actual doctor, but he's like, I'm going to give you the reason why 2 white straight males can have sex and it's not gay. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Nothing against gay people, but that's just... Oh. Yeah, we got to change the topic. This got weird.
Yeah, you're bagging on us for bringing this up.
Yeah, and you bring that up. This is just boy locker room stuff. That's what happened. My wife was telling me, she's like, man, girls' locker rooms, they're what dreams are made of for men. I'm like, dude, that's probably so true. They're not weird and whipping each other and everything. They're just all having fun.
Dude, if girls saw what happened in a men's locker room, they would never want anything to do with guys.
Exactly. I remember when freaking
D-Bob peed
in some shoes. Remember when he peed in someone's shoes?
Crawling over a locker. Getting whipped.
I had to survive.
And if any girls ever wanted to know what happens in a high school boys' locker room, this is what happens. You have kids climbing over lockers for their life.
Wow. This is a weird episode.
I feel like it's been good. We have Bob trying to do hand signals and tell him trying to climb the wall to get away from all the
I
guys
just
whipping
cannot
him.
wait to go back and watch the confidence he had. He's like, look what I could do. And then he's doing it wrong. Holy shit.
Well, since our outros take about 20,000 minutes, how do you got anything to add, Jackson?
Oh
No, I'm
what,
ready
it's
for
outro
bed,
time
bud.
already. It's literally been 20
It's
minutes.
been 50 minutes.
Wow, that's bedtime for me, buds.
Yeah, well, not all of us live alone. And
Not all of us get to go to a job at what, 8 o'clock, Bob?
8:30, you get it right.
You bitch. That was
And I
a
live
wild guess.
And I live 2 minutes away from work.
Yeah, I'm 45 minutes away.
Holy, that's why you don't live up in the city. The city sucks.
It'd be worse if it's an hour and a half from where I'm gonna build.
Screw that.
Bad idea.
Okay,
Good
well,
job.
you guys have
What
nothing
chair
else
is
to
that
add?
back there, Talon?
It's like a, what is it? A respawn chair. It's, I don't know,
Hey,
it's kind of
move that
cheap.
chair. Did you clean up that coil of cords?
Yep.
No, I can still see it.
Sure
no,
did.
I can still see
Yep.
it.
Okay, well, this has been B&T'S Basement. You guys got anything else to say?
A little bit of gay locker room talk. It's not that gay, I promise.
Nothing,
Sorry.
They
Jackson?
hear this they've already heard all that as you're explaining it now, Bob.
Okay, this has been B&T'S Basement. We outie.
Peace.
See ya.
Welcome to the basement.